Hey, what's going on, guys? It's B from Kongs or Rust, and welcome to The Next Level. This is my weekly podcast show where we bring you next level things, guests, community members. But today, it's just me with one other fantastic community member. You might know him as the hashtag Gun King. Brad's going to be joining us in a second. And I have another super awesome special guest. You know her, you love her. She is Mrs. Kongs or Rust, who is getting ready. She's going to be joining us in a second because today we are testing live, side by side, the biggest debate. Well, I don't know if it's the biggest debate, but one of the most recent debates in the retro arcade community. Is it the Sinden, the gun that was supposed to end them all, or is it the Gun4IR tech specifically installed into this Super Jolt? Both recoil, both freaking awesome, and we're going to be doing some side-by-side testing so you can see them in action, see how I set them up, get some of my first original raw thoughts, because I've only had the Super Jolt for a day. I've had the Sindens for a couple of weeks, so I definitely have some thoughts to share about that. But I'm going to check chat, and so I'm looking at the camera here. My keyboard's here, so if you check me, oh, here she is. Hello, hello. The camera's over here.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
How's your day going so well?
Oh my gosh, I did my eyebrows for you.
She did her eyebrows. I'm going to check chat over here just so we can see what's going on. Got a lot of people in chat today. Brad D's here. Your average gamer's here. Woohoo, Mrs. Kong is here. I'm going to bring on our second guest because he's going to be able to help watch chat for me a little bit better than we are. But Brad D, what's going on, man?
Hey!
Yeah, awesome. How's it going? Can you hear us okay? Audio sounds good?
Yeah, you guys are good. How am I sounding?
You sound great too. Thanks for joining us. So I'm looking at you. I know the chat's here. So do you mind helping us monitor chat? Can you tell us who's in the chat for us right now?
Yeah, we got we got Raymond at RPEG Electronics is in. Hollywood
Is
Polo.
he?
Yeah,
He
he just
is?
signed in. Average Gamer. Marcus Nance. Which, man, we got a full house. 35 people in
Maybe
climate.
what I'll do is I'll try to turn my laptop so we can like look at the camera while we're staring at this too. So maybe we can move this. I'm gonna do some shuffling around. All right, this way we can sort of look towards you while we're looking at what the comments are going on. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. And what we're gonna do is I have a second PC hooked up. I'm gonna have a capture card set up, and we are going to be demoing both the Sinden and the Gun4IR working as player 1 and player 2. And I was working literally up to the last minute trying to get them to work. It was a little bit funky. Some of them it's plug and play. You know, with Sinden you have to add some things to get it going. But before I jump into that and set that up, Brad, like you've used at least the Gun4IR. You don't have Sindens in hand yet.
No.
But, you know, do you have kind of any thoughts about, you know, using one or the other like in tandem? Because I messaged you before this even started saying, is this even possible? Can you use one of these guns and one of the other guns, and would it make sense to do it?
Yeah, and I had to think about it for a second because when I first got my Gun4IR, it was a test, and I just got the one, so I had a aim track in slot 2. And I didn't even think about it. They do not play well together at all because they're both using IR sensors, but different kinds, and they totally interfered with each other. But when you mention Sinden, no IR sensor, it should work.
So right, so the whole technology on the Sinden is using the white border around the screen to be able to pinpoint it. And since the Gun4IR is using the LED sensor on the outside, I'm having 2 modes of references. And so we are using 2 completely separate technologies on the same game, so we can do the side-by-side test. I don't know if this has been done. I know that there's a lot of folks that have Sindens. I know there's a lot of folks, or fewer folks, that have Gun4IRs. So might be one of the first folks to actually see it side by side. I even know Raymond has been saying that he doesn't have a Sinden yet because he was too impatient to order them. Same thing with JB. I don't even think JB has Sindens yet. And Brad, do you still have yours on order? Have you given up on them yet?
I canceled those.
You canceled them?
Yeah. Oh, and I want to apologize for the chat because B is up and about. My audio coming out of his speakers is echoing onto the stream. So,
Oh, is it?
yeah. So I don't know if you can turn on your speakers. I just want you to still be able to hear me, though, guys.
Oh, got it. There's an echo on Brad. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Because there's my feed to the stream, and then there's my feed coming out of your speakers.
Got it. Okay, so let me see. Thanks you
Live
guys
is
for
fun.
letting us know about that audio. Let me turn on. Well, if I turn on.
You have Bluetooth.
What's that?
You have your Bluetooth
Well, if I get my earphones, then only one of us is going to be able to hear you. So, so that might not work out too well. Let me see if I can fix that really fast. I'm going to go grab some headphones and a mic and see if that's going to fix it. So hang tight, Brad. You can entertain folks, and I'm going to
Yeah.
mute us.
Yeah.
For now.
Raymond saying it's been over a year for his Sindens never came. Hey Raymond, did you cancel or are you still waiting? Because I went through and canceled. My order was placed very early September 2020, and I just canceled last week. I think I was in Indiegogo. They were promising like a May, June delivery. I do like the look of the Sindens. A lot of people don't like those shells, but I don't know. Maybe it's just Mrs. Kong making them look good. I don't know. So, but it's they got a lot of buttons on them. I like the pump action. But of course, without the actual moving recoil that you get on, say, like the real arcade Jolt guns. Canceled, of course. Raymond needed the money for more parts to build Gun4IRs for people. So. Sinden may have some issues with the IR depending on how it shows up on the camera. It might, but the border doesn't need to be super bright. And, of course, the white light is different than the wavelength of the infrared. So, preliminary test before the stream, and it looks like it was working. Hollywood, did I get an ALP pinball? No, I didn't. This setup you see behind me is all the room I have. But at the end of the year, I'm moving into a bigger place. And I very much want to get a virtual pinball up. And I think the Arcade Legends pinball looks really good. I kind of really like the idea of that little attachment with the joystick and buttons where you can play like shoot 'em ups on the giant vertical screen. But who knows? By the end of the year, there might be something like way cooler coming out by then. So I'll keep my eyes open. Who we got in the chat now? We got 47 people here.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah, coming in loud and clear.
Is this better? And then is there any more echo, guys? So I switched over to a microphone.
And now I'm talking, and do you guys hear echo on either of us? We're going to wait for that delay.
All right.
Yeah, you got a much cleaner mic now too, B.
Yeah, awesome, cool. So I switched over to my mic, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm still trying to learn a little bit more on the whole streaming setup, but I appreciate you guys sticking in. Plus, everybody's here. We wanted more people to show up, anyways. But let's see if I can start screen sharing and see so that you guys can see what's going on my other screen. Oh, it's showing the side cam, but it's not showing what's on my screen right now. All right.
Oh, is that a screensaver or is that a second monitor?
No. Maybe it's
I think it's the other screen.
Monitor.
It's doing it's doing the other screen. That's just your wallpaper.
Got it. Oh yeah. So I have to do duplication instead because I don't want to. Let's go to. I remember how to do this. Go to projector, Windows P. We're going to duplicate, not extend. Yeah, there we go. All right, so just some first thoughts initially when you're setting up the Sinden, and I have the Sinden set up, and then I also have the Gun4IR plugged in. Okay, so first off, the Gun4IR, when you have it in the system and running, I have the gun here, and I'm pointing it towards the screen, and you can see the cursor moving already. All I did was plug this in. I have the 4 sensors plugged in, top, left, down, up, down, right. It was all set up. So in order for the Sinden to work, and my lovely wife is going to have the Sinden in hand, so she has the Sinden gun. I have to have the Sinden software running at the same time, but since I have so many mice, like I have to hold this down here. I'm gonna show you guys the Sinden Light gun software. This is what it looks like, and when you start the actual camera itself, you go into the configuration setting. You can kind of see it. Oh, can you point this down? It's kind of working because it kind of sees a reference screen, but you can see the camera's working there. You can set up the borders. So now press the right button right here, this first one. So if you press that button, press it and let go. So it adds that border to the screen, and then from there, now the reference point shows up.
Oh, that's nice that you can toggle it with the gun. You don't have to go in the software and do it.
Exactly. So you can just press that any time, and you can drop it. So I'm going to make sure I hide my bottom. So now go ahead and move the mouse on the screen using that, and you can see it's there. So let me make the screen full screen so that you guys can see it, and then we don't need to see us big. Can I point it down really fast? All right. Oh, actually, I need this one. All right, let's go into this mode. All right. So there, now we have full screen. I wonder if I can get it so you guys can see the top border and bottom border. It looks cut off, right?
Yeah, it looks a little cropped. Oh, you can see the right and left, just not the top.
You can see the right and left. All right, that's just how
that's good.
StreamYard
That's
does
good.
it. You can see at least there's
We
a
know it's
reference.
there.
You can see it. You know that the border is there. That's right. Okay, so now we have both mouse going. Can you do your mouse? So we're kind of competing right now. We kind of have two mices that are like going at it, right? So we're gonna go into a game now, and I have it set up. And I'll talk about the setup in a little bit. But let's go into a game and see it set up. All right. All
Now,
my wires
Brad
are getting
O'Connell was
mixed.
saying that he's not a big fan of the borders. Now that you have them be, how do you feel about the borders? When you start playing, do you stop noticing it, or have you changed the idea of making them dimmer or thinner or anything yet?
Yeah, so the good thing about the good and bad thing about Sinden is that you need to have the bezels set up for any of your emulators. So the main emulators I've been using, obviously MAME, I've set up Model 2 and I've set up Model 3, and then I have Teknoparrot, a couple of games set up using the default stock border as well. But the cool thing about the classic games that run 4.3, there's already preset bezel packs that look really nice. So it doesn't interfere with the bezel pack because it's already really nice. I'll show you an example of it right now. So I'll go into a MAME game and then show you what it looks like when it's loaded up. And it looks nice and it looks like it should belong, and it just has the white border there. So that's kind of the nice thing about it. So for like,
I read about that during the initial campaign that you could actually just use. You didn't have to use the Sinden software to put borders up, and I was thinking about that when it
Correct.
came to MAME games.
Yeah, so here I'm gonna load up Lethal Enforcers. So I have a version of
Classic.
Lunchbox. Yes. So here's Lethal Enforcers that's showing up. Should be showing up in just a second. And you can see that you see the side bezels. This was already pre-done by the Sinden community. They already put these bezel packs together, and you just have to drop this artwork into the main folders for artwork, and then it loads up, and it already has the white border included into the bezel. So in this instance, right? Yes, you see the border, but you would be playing normally on this 4:3 scale anyways, ideally, right? You could stretch it all the way, but it has the nice sides on it. So when you're playing on a modern monitor, the Sinden actually looks nice when you use all their stock bezels. They did this for MAME, they did it for Model 3 and for Model 2 games. They already have the preset bezels for everything. So I actually think that's a plus. So the borders, personally, it doesn't bother me this much, but what do you think? So you see this border on the screen, do you think it bothers you at all?
No, I mean, you're used to seeing some kind of bezel. This is just white, so
Exactly.
you're kind of used to it.
It's just a little framing to it. There's a really narrow border there. We actually have a super chat. We Stringer Films got a super chat, snagged a $70 Jolt off eBay. Can't wait to start modding it. That is a hell of a deal.
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Stringer Films. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a really great deal, knowing that these are hard to get. So, all right, let's talk about the guns themselves. So this is the Super Jolt, right, which is plugged in via 12-volt adapter. So there are multiple cables on the Gun4IR, but the trigger, once it's registered on the mouse settings, you can see I mean, there's a little bit of lag from the stream only. So, I mean, you can kind of see me moving, but you can see the cursor moving pretty consistently. And this was just me plugging in the mouse and setting it up. Now go ahead and move the Sinden gun on the screen. So you should be able to see the Sinden gun on screen too. That's a separate player.
Oh.
Yeah, shoot. There it goes. And so here's the other thing about the bezel though. So the stock bezel, see how it's a little bit thin? Depending on the light settings, I have a big light source right here that might be interfering it as well. So it's a little bit shaky on screen. But if you press the button and you turn on the thick border in addition to
it tracks it better.
Yeah, it does track it better for sure.
Yeah, and
so
you did now, to be completely fair, apples to apples, it's the same thing with Gun4IR, but you just can't see it. You actually can go into the Gun4IR GUI and you can change the not just the you can change the camera sensitivity for each gun individually, which is good for if you're backlit or if you're staying certain far away. But whenever you're doing your initial calibration, you want to make sure that the cameras aren't overloaded, but also have a really good view of all the IR.
So for like what I'm doing right now, you can see I have a double border right now. So the blue cursor that you see on the screen is the Sinden that Mrs. Kongzares is moving, and the red cursor on the screen is the Gun4IR one. So in order to get that smooth border running, I still had to have the entire border on the whole screen. Even though the bezel looked nice, I found the best accuracy on the Sinden is when you have a border around your entire LCD monitor and just not around that 4:3. And maybe it's so dependent on your settings. So that's why there's no one size fits all. It's like, what's your setup? We're playing on this 50-inch TV that's in front of us right now, and we're standing.
And how far away from the TV are you standing?
How far away are we? Maybe about
6 feet?
About 7 feet or so.
Okay, so you're pretty close.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't have the fisheye lens on the Gun4IR, but this is how far we are. But let's test it out. So let's drop in some coins. We're gonna drop in some coins, and you can see some action. So blue cursor is gonna be player 1 with Mrs. Kongs or Russ, and then I'm going to be.
So the
player
red
2.
gun is the blue cursor, folks, and the
Yes.
blue gun is the red cursor, folks.
Oh yeah, we should have set that up a little bit easier. That's true, huh? Should have thought about that. Oh, how come you can't press start? Press start. This is the start button. Start. There it is. All right. Yeah. So the recoil features are also slightly different. You gotta shoot off screen to reload.
Ugh.
Yeah, so you just gotta shoot somewhere off the screen. And yeah, don't shoot the civilians. So just shoot in the bottom left corner off screen in order to reload.
So now, I know you guys are just getting warmed up, but I will ask if you want to bring up the tab menu in a little bit and turn off those crosshairs, just to give us an idea of how well you trust the aim without the crosshairs on with each gun.
Are you able to reload?
No, it won't let me shoot off screen.
What's that?
See if you can
That's
can press one of the buttons to reload.
Oh, this is interesting.
The Sinden is locked inside the border. Fun.
Interesting. Yeah, because there's the inner border and the outer border, but her off screen isn't working. Getting off to the edge, like I can smoothly get to the edge.
That might be a setting in the Sinden software.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing because I know that you should be able to do that.
And do you see the Sinden gun mouse just going all over the place?
It is a little jittery, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just holding. Maybe it's just the extra light sources, but it was smooth before we started playing, right?
Yeah, but you weren't playing with this bezel before.
Yeah. Okay. So this is this is the main bezel that comes with it.
Raymond says, "Okay, this is a Sinden problem. Their reload isn't in a click corner. Gun4IR is. Sinden you must check off-screen reload button in the software.
In the software itself. Oh, okay. So there might be
MAME
a little...
needs click inside.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So the Sinden you need to be able to click inside the border, but Disney Lover saying that there's a check for off-screen reload inside the Sinden software.
Inside the Sinden software. All right, maybe we gotta double check that and see. Well, let's find another game where we don't have to reload. Then that way we can kind of just test accuracy and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're seeing some of the complications with Sinden itself, right? So knowing that there's some of the border issues that you have to get loaded. I mean, again, I've had Sindens for about a week or two, and the setup while you can drop the bezels in, I've always found that even when I'm playing it, something kind of gets off calibrated somehow, like whether it's the line of sight like being slightly off and it's starting to jitter a little bit. Like I don't know if it's just because I have my settings wrong or if my bezel's wrong. So I think for me, I always have to second guess if I have the right bezel, the thickness. Like there has to be almost like everything right for it to be working 100%. It registers and it works, but I guess the nice thing about Gun4IR is once you set the 4IR sensors, like I've not had any issues with seeing this mouse move.
Oh yeah, once you do your initial calibration, you're kind of done with the software,
Right.
But some other games with like no ammo, no reloads, like Terminator 2, Alien 3: The Gun, stuff like that. Raymond was also saying Aliens. He might mean Aliens Extinction, but that's not a MAME game. That would be Demol Shooter. Hey, we got another super chat.
Hey, thanks, Odd Rider. Great demo, husband and wife gunners, epic. I'm gonna try to challenge her to Point Blank really fast and see if we can do this game right here. And,
yeah, you were asking. I was sorry. This is running in MAME, or what are you running this one on?
Point Blank and Point Blank 2 run in MAME. Police Training 2 doesn't run in MAME yet. So,
okay.
All right, so we got Point Blank. This one doesn't require a reload. This is a game of skill. So she's pushing me out of the way. So you want to use the Gun4IR or do you want to use the Sinden?
Yeah, I was about to say at some point you should trade and see which ones you guys like better.
Yeah, so you've been using the Sinden gun. You feel the recoil in it. How does it feel?
It's interesting because then, it's pretty loud, and then the recoil, it actually has a mechanism that shakes back here too. Oh, sorry, I'm talking the wrong thing. So it shocked me the first time I pulled the trigger and I felt the recoil there.
How do you feel about the recoil on this one? So this is a Super Jolt PS1 gun, but then it has a recoil in it. So shoot it.
So this one's interesting because it's at the top part. So it wasn't with the Sinden one. It was inside of the actual the gun
shell. So there's no actual moving components on here except an internal solenoid. So it's still, you can still feel it.
So it's like the aim track.
Moving. Exactly, it's the aim track one. Yeah, you gotta shoot it towards the screen to see it.
But the Sinden, unlike aim track, has a full auto recoil option.
Yeah, so if you hold it down, shoot the screen and hold it down. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so here's the sending gun. All right, so we're up and running a little bit. So my blue cursor is player 1. All right, so can you move yours around? Maybe I have to double check and make sure her cursor is set up right now too. So I have the player 1 as my Sinden.
Cheating on every single game. You
What's
gave me
that?
the gun that doesn't work.
It might have player
You know
2
how
mapped
I
to a
try.
different gun ID.
Let's try it. All right, we're gonna go to this tabs controls. You guys are getting some behind the scenes of everything getting set up. I thought I set my default light gun settings, but it's not set up. So let's go ahead.
Hey,
and
we
do
got another super chat.
Oh,
Stringer
wow.
Films. I already have 2 Sinden recoils. Is there a way, or possibly a way, to use a Sinden gun and a Gun4IR software and LEDs? That's actually what we're doing right now. So, yeah, the 2 softwares don't care about each other, and the 2 sensor technologies also don't care about each other. So, yes, you can use one Sinden and one Gun4IR, or one Sinden and one aim track. You just can't use one aim track and one Gun4IR.
All right, here we go. So here we got the Gun4IR using the red sensor again with the blue gun. All right, so here you go. You're going to use Gun4IR. I'm going to use the Sinden, and we are going to play some point blank. All right, so let's go ahead and...
Yeah,
drop in
sorry,
some
chat. We
points.
didn't have time to set up a custom MAME remap file, but no, Raymond, you are correct. Normally, you kids at home, you set up a custom remap file. Don't let Windows remap your gun IDs.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Stringer Films, thank you so much for the super chat. I just wanted to show it on screen, but Brad, you answered the question super well. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so let me just double check my coin settings are set up too. So coin is, I'm going to set this to this. All right. Oh, whoops. So that's the thing about having a mouse as a sensor. If you move your gun while you're mapping stuff,
Yeah.
it can go
Oh, I
off
think
on
we
you.
just had a question in the chat. Can someone mod a Sinden gun to be a Gun4IR? That would be hysterical.
You could. I
Just
don't know if
gut
it's
it,
worth
and
it.
it's just the
Yeah.
3D. I think those shells are 3D printed or
Yeah.
injection molded, but actually a lot of people aren't super fans of the Sinden shell. So I like I like having all the buttons on it, but
All right. I'm just going to make a keyboard my coin button.
yeah, Stringer Films. The short answer is yes, you could. The longer answer is why? Because you're just getting the shell and the buttons. But you can actually use any gun shell. You can take a stick and put a camera and Arduino on it with duct tape and make it a Gun4IR. So it's whatever you want to incorporate with that.
Okay. Sorry for all the remapping. You know, every game requires a little bit of remapping, but once we're going, all right, we're adding credits. Let's go. You got press the start button right here. There we go. We're gonna go beginner stage. Boom. Shoot it. Shoot the beginner stage one. All right, this is where my gun. No, my blue gun is like all jittery. Like, this is like I have the big thick border around it. I don't know what.
Is that the big thick border? Oh wait, I see. Is it
double border?
I would say, is it confused because of a double border?
Maybe I need to turn off.
Turn off the bezel art,
All
and
right.
then yeah, if you turn off bezel art, it'll just have the Sinden border on the outside. But
oh, I need to do that in the menu, right? All right. Well, maybe if I turn off my cursor, it'll get to that place without it being smooth looking, right? Actually,
oh
I'm
yeah, no,
shooting
it would
okay.
jitter, but we wouldn't see it. It'd
Yeah,
still work.
exactly.
Stringer Films, another super chat. So the Sinden board can't be used. No. The Sinden board would actually just be chucked in the bin, and you would put in your Arduino for the Gun4IR mod.
Even though I have a shaky cursor, look who still won the match. So let's get it going. Players, shoot another one. Oh, we're shooting piranhas.
So question for Mrs. Kong, and now she might not be hearing me, so relay for me, B.
Yes.
The ergonomics for her hands. Now she might have a smaller grip than you. So how's the ergonomics feel between the 2 guns?
Mrs. Kong's Arrest. They wanted to know how both guns felt in your hands. Which one felt better in your hands? Here, hold both of them. How do you feel?
This would go for the people that might be looking to maybe take a Sinden and turn it into a Gun4IR. This is just talking about the shape of the shells here.
Yes.
So this is a Jolt gun versus a Sinden gun.
What do you think?
For small grips.
Your Sinden gun is heavier, but then what's interesting is also like the handle of where the gun is. It's actually thicker on this one than it is on this one. And then you're talking about ergonomics. I can actually feel more of the grooves where my fingers are with this gun better because it fits perfectly in like where the little spots are. Whereas this one, it's kind of I guess it's okay.
It's okay.
Eagle gay.
Yeah, so it's the Sinden has kind of like a square shape, and then these two little ridges here that are supposed to make it kind of feel like knuckle places that you're holding. But
Oh, that's true.
overall, like the curves of it are still very square around the edge. So I feel the edges on the Sinden in my knuckles versus the Super Jolt is just rounded on the front. So then your knuckles are just I feel it's more comfortable for me with just the rounded front, without the thing. So I mean, like as you're holding it, it just really depends on your grip. I mean, it's all gonna be preference at that point. So for me personally, the Super Jolts feel great. Like I am so impressed with this gun being what 20 years old, Brad.
What, 25? Yeah.
25 years old. Like this
So-
gun feels amazing, and so that's pretty awesome for me. All right, so are we playing another stage? All right, let's go. Oh, what happened to my cursor? See, I brought my thing up. It's like it's one of those things where they said that if you don't move locations, you should be able to. All right, like I feel like I have to be like dead on in order for my Sinden to be like not.
Boy, the
going all
Sinden
jittery.
is just giving trouble tonight.
Oh shit! I just shot somebody. I think I maybe it's probably my light sources. Like I think that's probably what it is. Like I have to be
In front of.
right.
Oh,
here.
while you got a break here, can you hit the tab menu and go to and turn off the bezel art? See if there's a double bezel thing that might be messing with you.
Just turn off the bezel art completely.
Yeah, see if that kills the border,
Except
the inner border.
I think I'm running like a really old version of MAME though.
Oh, that is a super old version name. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, okay, you won't be able to do that on this menu.
Sorry, me and my old version MAME 1.196. I just if it works, I'm using it. So
0.196.
yeah. So yeah, like the stock board, I have to have this one on, and I have to be like right here.
Raymond says if somebody wants to send him their Sinden gun, he will totally experiment with tapping into the existing Sinden recoil circuit.
It could be done. It could be done. I swear, like act like this before 30 minutes before the show, I was 100% using the Sindens on a different monitor, and it was working really great. I was working on a 27-inch monitor in my room, and then
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah, and then I went to my 50-inch outside, and I mean you can see the screen share. I'll flip this camera around really quickly, but you can see that's the TV that's right in front of us, and you can see I have a window right behind it that's kind of lit, right? And so I don't know, like I think it's just you have to have the perfect environment still for the border to be registering correctly.
Yeah,
so that's the part that just worries me.
And with the
Can you
IR
help us?
sensors, you have a lot more leeway because it's only picking up infrared.
Yeah.
Whereas the Sinden software is looking for any bright light for that border.
Yeah, and then I guess the other thing too with the sorry, like all my cameras are like falling over the place. I think there was somebody that was saying like if you ever wanted to move the sensors for Gun4IR, that's the only bad thing, right? It's because now I've mounted them, I put the Velcro on. Raymond gives you options that there is Velcro, but oh hey, you got it working a little bit better now. What did you do? Nothing.
Touched it.
You touched it. She touched
She got the
it,
magic
and now,
touch.
and now the Sinden's working like perfectly again. Like, I'm
Magic touch.
standing
Give
here.
her all the guns.
Give her all the guns. What do you want to play? You want to play this one again? Or you want to play something else?
Any of them?
Yeah. Let's try Police Trainer. That's one of my other favorite games I wanted to do. So let's jump into Police Trainer. All right. So we got that. We're gonna jump up to 1, and then after this, I'm gonna show you. I haven't set up Teknoparrot with 2-player. Do you need to do Demol Shooter for Teknoparrot stuff?
It depends on the game.
Yeah.
So if you have the latest version of Teknoparrot, well, not the latest, but any version in the last like 6 months, if the game has support for raw input, then you'll be able to just select the gun from a drop down.
Okay.
But other than that, you will have to use Demol Shooter. Yeah.
Okay. That I might not have done yet. So
But like I said, like I was using Star Trek Voyager and switch the game setting to raw input, and then you'll just have drop down menus for light guns.
All right, where we go? You versus me. We're doing Police Trainer. Patrolman. We're gonna do speed. All right, I am the blue one. I'm the blue cursor. She's the red cursor. Ready? You're on the right side. Oh, stop jumping. Stop jumping. Come on. Come on. Ah! I feel so jittery, dang it. Like,
Sinden's had too much coffee.
This is one of those ones where like you really have to have I mean, I guess this is a really hard game to play without having being super accurate too. Let me try it again. Like I'm so good at this game and like in the real arcade. I play this all the time. Oh, this is really annoying. This is really annoying.
Do you think it could be the recoil? 'Cause
What's that? I bet some of the Sinden folks are like, I have this all set up super wrong with the bezel and whatnot. But I mean, this is just, I mean, should it be this hard?
It's well, that's the thing. You don't want to have to be an expert in it,
All
right?
let's switch. Here, okay.
blue.
All right. Oh man, and I'm just a fan of Super Jolt in general. It just feels so good too. We both failed, but let's go back to the other one. We need to continue. All right, let's go. We're gonna this is a good thing about infinite lives, right? Okay. Going back. Oh, insert coin. All right, we're adding some coins. There we go. All right, let's do it again. I'm feeling confident now that I have the Gun4IR in my hand. I'm the red one. Here we go.
Am I still on the? Oh.
I don't know which one I'm supposed to be shooting. I think I'm supposed to be shooting this side.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now this one doesn't work. There we go.
It doesn't?
You gave me the trick gun.
Oh, I was one off from feeling it, but at least I hit more targets though. All right, let's do that again so you guys can see. I wonder if there's like a good sample game. Brad, do you think you have any other good like games that are sample games?
We're thinking is MAME, of course, right?
Whoa,
Yeah.
This one isn't even registered anymore.
It's not registering.
No.
Oh, more Sinden problems. Maybe take a step back.
Take a step back. Switch sides. Go on my left side so you can be clear. Maybe you gotta put the border back on. Put the big border back on. Yeah, try that now. Does that feel better?
A little. It's still jumping everywhere.
Okay. Match
Some
the
jittery.
targets.
Do you have Area 51?
Yes. We can do Area 51 after this. Is there any requests in the chat for a main game?
Hey, chat. You guys have any MAME games that you thinking of that you want to see tried out in this side by side?
We're so bad. Continue. All right, here we go. At least we're shooting on the right side now because we were crisscross before. All right. I'm liking this Gun4IR.
Oh, Raymond's saying Area 51 might have reload issues because it's a shoot off screen reload.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we were playing these games in the first place because it's just
Right.
like infinite stuff. It's fun. All right, I think this is a good test. I can try one of the Teknoparrot games to see if we can map it really fast. I know. It was
Yeah.
like
What do you got?
I had Golden Gun and Transformer set up. Was that
Transformers.
Oh,
Let's see if that one's got a drop down on it.
okay? All right, let me just finish this. Boom, boom. Come on. Yay, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Police.
We also have
Shooter,
a
so awesome.
request for Alien 3 the Gun. That's a main one.
Oh yeah, we can do that. That's like a. All right, we can do Alien 3 the Gun before we switch over.
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that-
railgun game, so you're gonna have
Yeah.
the crosshairs on it. But
Okay.
yeah, same thing with Terminator 2. But
Can you push the side button on your?
Duck Hunt with no crosshair. Duck Hunt's one player, but yeah. Well, you take turns with one gun, but
All right, Alien 3 the Gun. Here we go.
I will push them all.
Push this one right here. Yeah. Okay, so the border came off. But you're gonna turn it back on in a second. All right, let's make sure our guns are mapped. This is games controls. Think. Yeah. You need to shoot the screen. Oh, okay. So here, I'm gonna help this one calibrate really fast. All right, so player 1 gun. Gonna go up. Just gotta make sure that's in 1. Alright. Oh, it's so jittery. Alright, there it is. Button 2, we want the grenade. Boop. Oh. This is the other thing. You gotta hold your gun really still. Is there a better way
really
to do
still.
this? Is there a better way
Yeah.
to do this?
Well, not unless you set that custom remap file.
What's that? Oh, is that what you need
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah, but that's that takes a little while. So
I don't need
You
a
wanna
button
get-
too.
yeah, this one actually you just have the two. You just have the trigger and the bomb button.
Oh, why is it going? I have to be like steady and go. Why is it registering both axes?
You know what's
And
not
then-
jittery?
What's not jittery? Oh. the infamous buck hunter. Yeah, how do you like shooting them bucks with that?
It works.
Oh yeah, your X analog picked up X and Y movement when you were calibrating it. So you got to be real definitive if you're just up and down or just left and right. If you move
like,
any diagonal, it's going to give you that.
That's what I'm trying to like do with the Sinden. It's like,
Yeah, it might be it might be thinking that you're doing a little gangster lean on the gun, and
all right,
you want to make sure you're real perpendicular.
Did it register? There it is. Up and down.
It's discipline. It's discipline. You have to get your axis discipline. Get your wrist straight.
My wife is like losing interest. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, we did it. Okay, cool. Let's enter some coins. Oh, what's the player 2 one? That one. Pull trigger. All right. You ready? Here. Oh, she got a beer. That's all right. Okay, you're that one, but it's not moving.
Nope.
Oh, maybe I have to set up the Gun4IR axes too. But the Sinden one's working okay.
Yeah, except that you just have that single fire recoil.
Yeah. Well, JB was saying that you don't want to hold it down too much, right? Because it would be like burning out the solenoid.
Oh.
Whoops. She's like,
Maybe.
okay. Maybe. I mean, let's just double check. All right, so this one, mouse 2. There we go. Up, down. There we go. All right. Here. There you go. Now your cursor's moving. All right, alien through the gun. Let's go. Game over, man. Game over. There's too many. Game over. My green cursor is like all over the place.
It is super jittery.
I can't get it like maybe.
But well, that's been the Sinden all night in MAME, right? So
that's like I should've... Like move your gun to the left and right, babe. See, like smoother.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, like you said, do you have some backlighting there that maybe it's picking up on?
Maybe I have that that window in the background. I have this big light source to my right here, but it's like I'm past that right now. At the very least.
So Raymond was saying the solenoids in the Jolt gun should be good for full auto, but they are very old, so he's not making any guarantees.
That is good to know for sure. Oh, the other thing about the Sinden recoil, so the cool thing about Sindens though is that it runs off of a single USB cord, right? And so everything's powered by that, like I think only 5 volts is what goes through a USB, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you press it once, you hear it fire really hard. But the longer you press it, if you can see it, I'm pressing it, and then the longer I press it, the weaker it gets if you're doing continuous fire. So like as soon as you press it more than 5 times in a row, like it just pretty much like fades out.
It's like a capacitor that's kind of running out of juice.
Exactly. And so you need to kind of like reset it. So it's best for like single fire. And again, for a game like this, you can hold it down, but it's not going to do the continuous reload thingy. But if you think about just like pure loudness, the Sinden is definitely louder than the Super Jolt.
Because you got that big solenoid inside clapping.
Big solenoid clapping. It does feel like clapping. And it's heavy. Like, I don't remember, like, light guns in the arcade. I mean, even, I guess the Namco guns were pretty heavy, but, like, this is a hefty gun. I actually get tired holding this with one hand, and oftentimes, like, you really are holding it with 2 hands. I mean, I don't remember, and the aim tracks, are they hefty, too? I mean,
no. Yeah, the recoil solenoid in the aim track is kind of right above the trigger mechanism, so it's got a good weight distribution on it.
Yeah, so, like, for this one, I guess it's back heavy, right? Yeah, it's heavy though. I'm holding it with 2 hands for the most part.
Chat thinks it sounds like a typewriter contest in there. So...
Yeah, and I don't have the audio for the game audio is not playing, right?
No, just a picture.
All right, maybe I turn it up. Can you hear it now?
Sorry, it's me.
No.
Well, we're doing screen capture as a webcam, so we'd probably just be able to pick it up over your microphone.
Oh.
If it was coming out of your speakers.
What if I do this? Can you hear it now? No?
No?
No, something.
Do you guys hear it? I mean, is it coming out of your own speakers?
No, because I'm trying to just play it through the StreamYard.
Oh,
thing.
okay. Well, the
Yeah.
StreamYard, I think you're feeding it as just a webcam, so it wouldn't have audio necessarily.
Oh, unless I double check
Unless
my
you
StreamYard
check
settings.
your Streamlab, see if it StreamYard, see if it has a different mic setting.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Let's double check StreamYard. You guys are seeing some behind the scenes action. All right, behind the scenes.
Uh-oh.
All right.
To Die For is here.
Oh yeah, what's up, Bobby?
Hey, Bobby.
All right, gotta change audio. Here we go. Audio, I need to change it to this. Now you should be able to hear what's going on.
Hey.
There it is. What's up, guys? All right, let's do it. Let's go into Teknoparrot. Yeah, let's do.
Yeah. Now, the guys were saying that some of the games that are pedestal guns might not have a light gun drop down. So we'll have to see about that.
All right, so we're going to do Aliens or Transformers. There it is.
They're both pedestal guns, so
Okay.
I know that Voyager is a light gun game, but
I have a Golden Gun set up pretty well, so we can try that one too. See if that
yeah,
works.
was Golden Gun a pedestal gun? It was a light gun game, wasn't
It's
it?
a light gun game. All right, let's do
Yeah.
Golden Gun. Let's just set up. All right, so controller setup. I already have my player the Sinden set up. So let me just
Cool.
see if the Gun4IR.
Yeah.
kind of
As long as you're on
just
raw
registers.
input.
All right, so here we go. Drop down.
Just-
Light gun 2. There it is. Arduino.
There it is.
LCC. Gun 2 trigger. And then the reload button. We'll make the reload button this back button right here. Oh, maybe that's an exit button by default. Whoops. Maybe that's a keyboard command.
Which one was that?
The back button behind on the back, is that a keyboard? It just exited for me. What happened? Oh, maybe I gotta turn off the border from the Sinden too. All right, let me turn off the border. Can you hold this for a sec? We got all our guns and stuff mixed up. We are all super crossed up. Cross it up. All right, and point your gun down. Yeah, and that's the other thing we were working on stuff. Okay, so player 2 reload. I want to press. There's not that many buttons on here. Like, there's only the start button. All right, I guess I'm gonna press the start button for that one. Okay.
Yeah, you don't really for Transformers. You don't need a lot of buttons. I think it's
Yeah.
just trigger. I mean,
Yeah,
you can put
this-
start and whatnot on your keyboard.
All right, I'm doing the whatchamacallit, the Sega Golden Gun.
Oh, right. Sega Golden Gun. But still, I think Sega Golden Gun is set for auto reload. So
Okay. Oh, that's true. Okay, so let's just save settings and test it out. Oh, what happened to my thing? All right, save. Good. Save settings. Oh, see how.
and you'll need coin 2.
What's that?
You don't have anything mapped for coin 2 unless it's
Okay.
set for free play.
Maybe I'll just throw that on there. Okay. But why is my gun trigger not saving? Save. Okay, now go to something else.
Oh, click. Yeah, when you click the trigger, then click off there with the mouse.
Maybe it's because our other mouses are moving too. Can you move your mouse around? Move it over there. Okay. Save settings. Go away. It's like it's remembering our mouse is somewhere. Isn't that weird? Okay, this is the problem with like having so many controllers that register as a mouse.
Right. Player 2 left button.
I can't get it.
Oh, wait, they're both. Oh, shoot. That's right. They're both going to be the mouse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that Demal Shooter takes into account for. It actually makes it so when you're in the game, the player 2 doesn't register mouse clicks for its buttons.
Okay.
It auto remaps. But yeah, this one, it might still just be seeing them all as
I
mouse.
think it worked. Let's try it. Let's try it, guys.
Raymond says it's a
Using
Teknoparrot bug.
All right. Teknoparrot bug. New comment.
Yeah, he said when you map the trigger after that, you have to move the mouse a little bit to the window title.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to trick it.
OMG, both guns are mouses. We have lots of mice. Okay.
All the mice.
All the mice. We got the border on. And this you can't even see like on the camera, but I do have the border on right now. Do you see anything on screen?
Black screen. No.
Is it black screen?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Teknoparrot won't show on here. Oh, that's weird. I see it on my screen, but it's not showing up on the capture card.
That's weird.
Ja. Okay, let me escape a game. Let's just double check. Maybe the capture card went kaput. Kaput, kaput, kaput. Kaput, kaput, kaput. What happened to my capture card? Oh, the technical funds of difficulties of live streaming. Brad, how was your day? How's it going? I'm going to be a Hollywood Polo and say what's going on.
The Hollywood is asking if I back the Pie Packer. What is the Pie Packer?
You haven't heard of Pie Packer?
No. I've been living in a cave. What is it?
What do you think Pie Packer? If you heard that word Pie Packer, what would you think that is? It's related to retro gaming.
Oh, Pie Packer. I was just like,
Are you packing that pie pretty well?
packing the pie pretty well.
So Pie Packer is actually a console that lets you play retro games online with other people. So like I can send a link to somebody and we could be playing retro games together, like through.
What does it have
the
to
web.
do with the pie? Is it running on Raspberry Pi or?
That's a good question. I don't know exactly why it's called Pie Packer. I don't know if they actually even came up with a reason why it was called Pie Packer, but that's quite interesting. I'm gonna go check my connection.
Oh, actually, Raymond's saying that it's a scaling issue, and you need to right-click disable full screen optimization.
All right. What do we do now? I think he's clicking on stuff.
Tell him that Raymond thinks that it's an issue with full screen setting in Teknoparrot.
All right. So Raymond thinks it's an issue of full screen on Teknoparrot. Sounds dirty. What did I miss? Fetish. That sounds delish, not fetish. Oh my gosh, I backed a flan packer.
Flan Packer. He clicked on the wrong site.
Or did he? Oh, that's interesting. How close are we to Gun4IR support on PS2? Why are you on a PS2?
I have a PS2, but it's plugged into an ancient television because that's where it belongs.
Yeah, Matthew, what are you doing with a PS2? My goodness.
So we got a super chat, but yeah, the Gun4IR does not work on PS2 yet, but yeah, JB and Raymond were talking during the last live stream that there are some it could be looking into that, but if you look at the Sinden solution for playing on old consoles, it's kind of a mess. I think it involves like plugging into another Pi or Arduino. Yeah, Raymond's saying, yeah. Ask JB on that one. It's not done yet. So,
Are you drinking my beer?
Possibly.
You better get me another one. All right, I think oh no, we're not booted yet.
Teknoparrot is killing my stream.
I
I
hit
reset
escape.
the camera and then I started running Teknoparrot one more time.
Escape.
What's that?
Hit escape.
Yeah, Raymond was saying to hit escape and uncheck full screen
I need
optimization.
to run it in Windows mode. In windowed mode.
Yeah, check the
Now-
game settings for
now-
full screen.
Now I gotta reset my entire thing again though, so now you can't see my screen or anything.
Oh, so it's not just Teknoparrot; it kills the whole
It kills
capture
my
feed?
whole capture feed for things. Lame.
How interesting. They're preventing you from screen
I
scraping
know, it's preventing me from screen sharing the golden gun. Alright, you need to entertain people while I reset it one more time. Here.
No. He says actually check full screen.
anything. Check full screen. So open it and expand it.
Check full screen optimization.
Can you see it? Can you see what's happening on my screen?
We just see a black screen.
Oh yeah,
but-
you guys just see a black screen, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hold on.
Oh, Matthew, you're getting the RetroTink 5X. Dang, man, I still have the original RetroTink. The original RetroTink, I was just using it to upscale the old 240p consoles to 480.
Oh, that's interesting. So Meatball Saucy, nice screen name. So is Gun4IR the recommended solution to buy?
It is a solution. In my opinion, it's a very good solution. It is not the only solution. It's going to be based on what you want, what your setup is, what kind of gun you want, how many buttons you want on your gun, and also, like how much work you want to do for it. So if you want to build your own gun for IR, you can put a ton of buttons and lights and recoil and rumble. If you want somebody else to build your gun for IR for you, you're going to pay for that custom service, like what RPEG Electronics is offering. Sinden, you can just go on their website and say, click buy now and send to me. And you will wait a very long time, but eventually you will get a product. So yeah, it's not an easy recommendation one way or the other.
Oh, interesting. So a lot of it has to do with the fact that like you might be waiting before you get whatever
Yeah.
you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Polo. What is my favorite flavored water? Surprisingly, I prefer plain, so no flavored water. But we've been drinking a lot of mineral water.
The mineral waters, yes, indeed. Topo Chico, Gerolsteiners.
Gerolsteiners, yeah. Green Mountain Valley.
We're adding it back. We're gonna try windowed mode for Teknoparrot and see if it doesn't kill the stream this time. Alright, so let's go to open Teknoparrot. For anybody that's curious, it still takes a while to set up what you need to do. So here we go. I'm in game settings. I turned on windowed mode because there's only two options, right? Windowed mode or non-windowed mode. So I'm going to play this in windowed mode just to kind of see if it doesn't kill my stream.
Yeah. Kind of looking into the chat to see what Raymond has to say about that one. Because I play all these games with Demal Shooter, so they just kind of work. So I haven't used the newest version of Teknoparrot to try to use the in-game mapping.
Mr. Kongs R Us, what is your favorite arcade game?
Oh, hey, it's working.
Hey, look,
You
Raymond
guys
knows
can
what
see
he's
it now.
talking about.
All right. All right. That's weird. I have it in windowed mode, but it's like going full screen now. Okay. So let me get my...
Oh, now that I think about it, I
Turn on
think
the
even Demal
border.
Shooter mentions something about that.
Okay. Let's
Demal Shooter
enter
mentions
some
that Sega Golden
coins.
Gun has an issue with full screen.
Let me give him back his listening device.
Okay. Hello. Okay, we're going to start. Alright. We're in. Start.
Are we still opposite colors of each other?
I think so. Brad, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear us. Okay, so here's my blue one is jittery. Can you use
So that's Sinden.
All right,
You've been using Brand X.
No? Oh, there. Ooh.
Oh, I wonder.
I could shoot stuff.
You can shoot stuff, but your mouse isn't shit. This is one of those. Do you think it needs a second Demol shooter or something for this to work?
Huh.
For the two-player one?
Well, we selected the Gun4IR from the drop down.
Yes. So I have my Sinden with the border, and again, it's sitting about
Oh my god,
5 feet
zombies!
away. Zombies.
Shoot
Oh
one
wait, do you
side,
have
I'll
to?
shoot the
Maybe
other
you have
side.
to push the start button. Push the start
Yeah.
button.
I was about to say, yeah, it looks like there's no ammo up for player 2, so I don't think
What's
they've
that?
started.
Oh, did we map a player 2 for?
You need to get coin and start for player 2.
No wonder you wanted to win so badly. You tripping me out.
I'm trying to. How do you push the
Oh,
start
it looks like your
button,
button
player
mapping
2?
didn't stick. Your button
Alright,
might have
Alright,
gotten
let's go
wiped out
back.
before you hit
We're
save.
going back. We almost did it. Guys. We're almost there. Tis the live modding, live testing. I'm putting the guns like in between my legs and pointing them on the floor so they don't interfere with my other mice. So, when we're setting things up.
For the folks at home, B is shoving the guns in his pants now. So
Look, I don't have a player 2 start map. That's
it.
problem.
Yep.
All right, let's do player 2 start.
You can't start the game without a start button, man.
Can't start the game without a start button. All right, there we go. I don't think I need a reload. I just needed the start button to set up.
Yeah.
All right, everything else is good. Let's go down to save settings and launch one more time. All right, I think we got it this time. We're gonna do it side by side, checking it out. The jitters there consistently with the Sinden. Like, I don't know. Like, it's it's just you guys are seeing my honest feedback. Like, I thought it would be easier to have it consistently work in game, but it's really dependent on my settings and like where I'm at. So.
Oh wait,
Okay.
Raymond Simon, you didn't map the gun trigger.
I did.
Did he see something that we missed?
I thought I did.
I
What's
thought
those?
you did too.
All right, let's
So the chat's on a slight delay. So
Oh, okay. He's like, you didn't do it. I did it last time. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the Gun4IR sensor right
that's
there.
a movement, but can it shoot?
That's it.
But
Yeah.
can it shoot?
Ah!
Like, you didn't not the trigger.
I thought
You
I
got
did.
the trigger.
I'm pretty sure I did. No. Ah.
Sabotage.
All right.
8th time's the charm, folks at home.
Yeah. All right. Maybe it did that thing where. All right. I gotta put the
Between
guns.
his thighs.
So
Alright,
for
putting the
everyone
guns
who
in-
says that the new version of Teknoparrot is better than Demal Shooter, I never have to worry about this with Demal Shooter. So it's just it auto maps all this stuff.
Does it?
Yeah, you could just set as long as you launch Demal Shooter with your correct ROM and target, it maps
Okay.
the buttons for you.
All right. I'm now I have it in between my crotch, but then I'm pressing buttons at the same time. So I'm like, crap! This is so hard. All right, Sega Golden Gun controller setup. Look, gun trigger. It was mapped. Oh,
No, that's the
Logitech.
wrong button.
Dang it, Logitech. All right, press the button. All right, left button, trigger, save. All right. I think we got it.
And for the folks at home, this is not how it normally is. This is you're watching this live, folks. We are experimenting. These configs are not being set up. There's no custom remap files. There's no Demal Shooter. This is just ad hoc Sinden and
This
Gun4IR side by side.
If you bought these and you're trying to figure it out, you'd be discovering these same issues, right?
Yes,
So it's
yes.
just-
Now, of course, you'd be setting them up, and you could just do it once you figured it out. Repeats are easy, but these first setups, that's where you work the bugs out.
trying to get it going. All right. But now I have the game going, but that's on screen. How do I get that? Oh, there it goes. All right. Here we go. Let's load up some credits. Let's do player start with the sending gun, and then
Hand
I
the
got-
wife the booby gun.
Huh? No, you can have the nice gun too, whatever gun you want to. You can have whatever you like. Which one do you want?
I
Want this
don't
one?
know. I don't know.
All right, start. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look. All right, it's working. It's
Under,
working.
under.
Under?
There we go. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, look. So I'm blue. She's red on the screen.
It's pink.
All right. Pink. All right. So seeing the smoothness of left and right for the Gun4IR. All right.
Pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth. My accuracy is off right now for my.
For your Sinden?
Yeah, I'm pointing all the way to the left. Like in order to be center screen, it's really calibration is really off right now. I don't know how to change
Really?
something.
How's Gun4IR's accuracy?
Is your accuracy good?
It's pretty good. Am I supposed to shoot them more than once?
Yeah, you can shoot them as
Oh
many
yeah,
times
yeah.
as you
Hold the trigger.
want. You can hold the trigger on this one.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, folks,
my-
we got an offset on the Sinden.
My gun set is it's almost like to the right and to the up. It's like I'm shooting in the bottom left corner right now, and it's shooting in the middle. And this is
That's
just
crazy.
this is the straight Sinden border. So
Right.
yeah, no other calibration.
Straight Sinden border and straight mapping inside Teknoparrot.
Yeah.
And it is off. That's crazy.
I wonder if there's anything else that would be off. I'm doing something wrong with the Sindens, I swear.
But this is a consumer level product. This is something that shouldn't be super techy to set up.
She's kicking my butt with the Gun4IR. It's like,
It's definitely heavier.
what's that?
It's heavier.
The Gun4IR is heavier? Yeah.
The Jolt version. Yeah.
Jolt version's heavy. Yeah, I'm not happy with the accuracy on
Yes,
Sinden.
yes, Benjamin. Sinden should be embarrassed. I don't know how he sleeps at night. Oh, yes, I do, on a giant pile of money.
I mean, but you guys are seeing this live, right? You see the blue cursor, how jittery it is, and I'm pointing. If I was looking line of sight right now, I'm aiming at the bottom left corner of the screen, and look where the cursor's at. Did you guys see that? So
That's crazy.
I'm line of sight. I'll do
And
it again.
it was lined up on MAME, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what else
Like
could
a double
be.
borders helps.
Maybe, but yeah, look, I'm line of sight bottom of the left-hand corner of the screen, and that's where.
And it's jittery, like just near middle there. It's yeah.
So something else must be going on. Light sources. Maybe I need to get closer.
That's what I thought. If I got closer,
If
away
you
from,
got closer?
Yeah,
bright-
like-
no, if you got closer away from this bright light.
Yeah.
So yeah, see if the accuracy changes at all, better or worse. If you
All right, I'm moving closer to the screen, but it's
I'll take up most of the camera shot.
yes.
oh wait a minute, it's the windowed mode that's messing with Sinden.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Windowed is messing up with Sinden. Actually, there's a note in Demal Shooter about that too. Specifically with Sega Golden Gun.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, you have to set up every game individually with certain settings and things. So I guess I could see that. Like, cause yeah, for each of the games, there's like a different. In the wiki, you have to set up each game individually, do something different. Let's try Transformers.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's try it for the sake of science. For science, and after this,
Science.
we'll call it a night after this. This is the last one that we'll try. Does that sound good?
Cool.
Yeah? Are you good? Alright, we're going to do Transformers, Human Alliance, do controller setup, and we're going to do press the start button.
On the
This
blue
one. Okay, good. We're going to lights gun select this one. Pull the trigger on the blue one. And you only need one controller, right? Or one button?
Right, but you said this was Transformers?
Yeah.
Make sure your service buttons. I think in this one your service buttons are the coins.
Do you need
Unless
a
you just
coin?
have it set for free play.
I think there's coins on here. Do we need coin for
I think
player 2 as well?
map them to the service button and the coin button is the same thing because I think
Okay.
Transformers it actually is the service button is what acts as coin.
Okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Launch a game. Hopefully this doesn't break the system. Da-da-da-da-da. How much bribe money you got?
How fast can I get a Gun4IR? I'm like, I don't know. How much money you got? I could do that for money.
Raymond is sold out, man. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, the Jolt gun conversions are now a collector's item.
Brad, message Raymond the link to join the live stream so you can join for the last couple minutes. And then I
Oh,
wanna hear his
sure,
thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah, Raymond, if you're listening, come join our stream and give us your thoughts on the last couple of minutes that we were on.
Let's see.
All right, so we need to turn on the border for this one. Okay, let's throw in a bunch of credits. Here, I'll take this one. All right, and we're going to press the start button on yours. I'm going to press the start button on mine.
No, take this
Okay.
back.
You want to take the... Oh, you want to double... She wants to double fist. Yeah, so Mrs. Kongzarus is double fisting right now. There you go.
Raymond got my Rick and Morty reference. Thank you, Raymond. Okay, so
There you go. There you go.
hey.
Step back a little bit so they can see your Sinden on camera. There you go. She's double fisting right now. Sinden in the left hand. Gun4IR in the right hand. Alright, give me one. Which one do you want to give me? This one? Alright, let's see the Sinden accuracy on this one. Where's my cursor? Where'd it go?
You're the red one.
What's that?
You're the red one.
I'm off screen though. Alright, there it is. Oh my god, why is it off screen? Where am I jolty? What the hey? Alright, where's my cursor? You're the blue one?
Yeah,
You're the
I'm
blue
blue.
cursor? Alright, I'm the pink one.
It was working when I had both.
Yeah, what did you
Like-
do? I
Did
think
it
it's just when Mrs. Kongzarus has it in
She's got the
hand.
touch.
He has the touch. Alright, so now it's moving. Good.
Yeah, yours? Okay.
Yeah, so the pink one's moving now. This has the same off-site issue that Golden Gun had too. Like if I'm pointing, line up eye of sight, bottom left corner, that's where the cursor is.
Is this one running in windowed mode?
I don't think so. I don't think I set it up
Okay.
that way. But yeah, that's crazy. All right, Raymond's in here. Let's add in Raymond. Raymond, what up, man?
Raymond!
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, you've been seeing the stream live. What do you how do you feel about the tech?
Yeah,
Sinden is a
Harrison.
train wreck.
I don't want to send in. Yeah.
You're good?
I know what up.
Someone was saying like IR is old technology, but it's like old reliable technology, right? Like I
Oh
don't
damn,
know.
I'm getting a lot of echo.
Are you? All right.
Wait, I'm getting a lot of repeat echo.
Are you?
Oh, we aren't.
Brad, are you hearing anything?
No.
Try-
I think us on the stream are good.
Ray, try putting on your earphones if you can.
Oh, wait,
But he's got buds in.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, I know what.
He's on it. He's on it, folks.
She's double fisting again. Transformers.
So people were saying IR technology, they think it's old, but that's wrong. It's
Hello.
the single sensor IR technology is old. So like in my video, I was talking about we've had that since like PlayStation 3 and Wii, but in that we had a single sensor bar. And so literally it's yes, it's IR, but it's a completely different implementation of
What
it.
button am I pushing?
Oh, you're pushing the start buttons, but it's gonna be hard to do it. So.
Well, now this one doesn't register.
Yeah, because we turned off the border. You gotta put the border back on. That's why. Shoot Starscream. Get him. Get him. Get him.
This one's not coming back.
It's not.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. How's your arm feeling? Getting good workout?
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now it's good. Now it's good. Oh, first off, cheers.
Is Mrs. Kong holding the trigger or is she clicking the trigger?
She's clicking them for both of them.
Oh, you want to hold the triggers in this game?
Yeah, you can hold the triggers for these. Yeah.
That's it. That's what the people want.
You can hold both triggers. That one doesn't have to recoil. Shoot his eye, shoot his eye, shoot his eye. Shoot his eye, shoot his eye, get it, get it. Boom. Boom.
Oh, I had 2 screens of YouTube on. That's why. I had the stream and the YouTube. That's why I'm like
Yes.
hearing double.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
on
you
me.
gotta-
That's on me.
You gotta mute
That's on
YouTube.
you. You can't watch yourself while you're on YouTube, Raymond.
I mean, you
Damn it,
can't.
A
You just
YouTube
gotta
channel
mute it.
now. You're almost ready.
No, I wanted to keep an eye on the chat. That's why.
You can
Pop
see
out
it.
chat.
Just
Pop
go to the
out
How?
comment section. Just go to the comment section. You can see it on StreamYard. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
oops, whoopsie.
Yeah. All right. She's going after Starscream. All right, go get it.
Sinden sounds like it's
are you
dying. Yeah, that's what they were saying earlier, Benjamin. Is the full auto recoil on the Sinden is powered by a capacitor. That's why it can run on the simple 5-volt USB power. But the longer you hold it, that capacitor is going to run out of a charge, and that recoil is going to get weaker and weaker until you let off the trigger.
I like how I'm just letting her do all the work right now, and just like you guys are here to watch her shoot, anyways, right?
I can't comment on the on StreamYard, right? I don't think so.
No, but you can comment in the YouTube chat.
But which will cause it. Okay, I gotta mute that one. And okay.
Yeah,
I got
just
it,
hit
I got it.
mute on the feed. You can still
Yeah,
click
yeah,
there to
yeah,
chat.
yeah. Okay, got
You
it.
gotta press the start button right there. There you go.
All
I'll
right,
take
hold on. Alright, so let me do this.
Hey Raymond, you've been asked if you could turn a shake weight into a Gun4IR.
Put the money on the table, and yeah, I'll do it.
Do it.
Start button won't start.
We need more coins. That's why. Coins,
JB
coins,
is the
coins.
visionary. All right, he's the guy that made this. He does
There you
all the. He wants everyone to get a Gun4IR for a good price. I'm the opposite. I'm the ruthless businessman to make sure he gets paid. Otherwise, you know. Yeah, if you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to send me your shake weight without shaking it, all right,
Unshake.
I will do it, and not like the episode of South Park, right? I know which episode you're all watching, all right? And Brad, I know you watch Rick and Morty too because you made the reference, all right? So I watch enough cartoons. And Mrs. Kong, cheers. Brad, cheers.
Cheers.
Saying cheers to you for drinking.
Oh,
Cheers.
are you on beer too as well?
Whiskey.
So this is Raymond Dye. He's the guy that actually modded the gun that you're holding right now. So he's doing all the technical stuff, taking this apart, putting in the Gun4IR technology in it, and then shipped it to me. So he's the guy who's been doing all the modding. There's another developer named JB that created it. So they've been working a little bit together. So that's the guy. He's the creator.
So your hands have been all over this?
喂阿嫂，你使唔使咁嘅？喂，你使唔使咁做嘅？大家都已經。Yeah, I speak Canto too.
Now, how did you find out I spoke Canto?
Because B's name is B. It's not that hard to calculate that he's Hong Kongese from this.
Actually, he is not.
廣州?
No, he is Gumbo.
Huh? Gumbo.
Cambodian. Yeah.
Oh, my family too. My family's
Oh, yeah?
from also from Cambodia, Vietnam, but we're ethnically Chinese. So, oh, I didn't know B is a homeboy. Oh, cool.
He is
Wait,
a
the-
homeboy.
Does B? But B is not native Cambodian, is he? He's a Wakyu, right?
What is a Wakyu?
Meaning, his family is ethnically Chinese but moved to Cambodia.
No, he is Cambodian. He's Cambodian. Yeah.
Yo, B, why don't you speak Khmer, man? Where's the?
Why don't you speak Khmer?
My. Yeah, I don't. I need to do some more my heritage culture for sure. That might be coming sometime soon.
We know foods.
Yeah.
So we like katiu.
Katil.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kway
Bahak.
teow.
Yeah, not afraid of
Bahak.
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 My coin isn't working. All right, so that was Transformers using both the Sinden and the Gun4IR, but the smoothness of this and even the buttons,
and that
like,
offset is still
I don't
there
know,
on.
I feel like I have enough feedback now to kind of give final thoughts before we end the stream.
Woo,
Yeah,
But I wanted
I
to
think
give
anyone who's been
you
paying
a chance.
attention
You
kind
have
of has an
final
idea of
thoughts
your
now.
final thoughts.
You answer.
All right.
All right, so what are your final thoughts after playing live with both guns on various systems? You tried a couple main games, you tried a couple Teknoparrot games. Like, how was the performance of both guns?
My goodness, you cannot give it to somebody and just say shoot because you have to like map everything everywhere. I don't know if this was intentional, but it is definitely weighted. So after playing for like a few 3 minutes, was it?
Mhm.
You feel the strain on your arms and your shoulders. So you can't just hold it with. You can start off with one hand, but eventually you're gonna need two hands to basically wait for support.
That's what she said.
I. What?
She said that's what she said. She did.
Support.
That's what she said.
Two supports.
All right, so how was so this is the Gun4IR, but like performance like of actual on the not just like holding it, but actually playing with both of them. Which one did you prefer playing with?
No, I'm gonna say this one. It was not as jittery. But then in terms of playing with it, I think it was built more ergonomic because I do like the little attention to detail that they have right here for the nice groove for your fingers to fit onto it. Left and right-handed, it's completely fine. I actually prefer the thickness.
Zing!
See, she's doing it on
this.
purpose now. And
Um,
she knows
it
the
feels
market.
so real.
She knows her target audience very well.
Yeah.
There is not one woman
then,
in the entire
I
group
think
chat.
I didn't hear that, but I'll just keep going. I think I like the fact that like you see the recoil up here. It wasn't as distracting as I thought it would be because you have your little target right there. So at least I was going back and forth consistently, and it wasn't off. Like it's not awful. Like you definitely can see it more. I would say this one's a little bit. I think still on the trial side of it. The weight feels nice. I appreciate the fact that the weight is more on the back side. So if you want better performance.
By the way, B, did you actually calibrate the Gun4IR on this monitor? Because each monitor's calibration will be different, obviously.
Oh,
for
right.
Yeah, I haven't done any calibration with the Gun4IR at all.
So
Oh.
Really?
is there a monitor that you
Oh.
would recommend for the Gun4IR?
Well,
there is no specific required monitor, but because of human error, right? When you place your LEDs on the side of the monitor, you will be off by at least a millimeter. It is impossible to be perfect dead center. So you have to calibrate it properly to each one to get the best possible performance. Because when I sent it to B, I actually calibrated it with my monitor and my setup, which is a 34-incher. So if he's using a 27-incher or bigger or smaller,
Yeah.
it's going to be off by a margin.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
and
In this
but
case,
it's
we got 50 inches.
yeah. So
Yeah, this
actually,
is
I'm
back.
shocked that it was as accurate as it was when he went up to a 50-inch without recalibrating. But it's
You're
it's
on a
one-time
50-inch
calibration.
now?
Yeah, this is a 50-inch TV.
Yeah.
Right now we're playing
Oh,
with.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's as accurate as it was. That
Yeah,
held
was,
pretty
like,
good.
Zero calibration besides plugging it in and testing it out with my.
Yeah, ideally
Wow.
you would want to calibrate it properly,
Use the
but
GUI. Yeah.
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 Well, I mean,
Now-
considering all the calibration I did with the Sinden, it was still jittery. So.
Right.
All
I was saying we did all the calibration with Sinden and it still sucked. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
to answer Ritual Deals. Sorry, bro,
oh,
I'm
but
gonna
the
mess
higher
up your name.
refresh rate.
Yeah.
No, you don't need a higher refresh rate, but your PC should be set to 60. I mean, it's 2021, so
Yeah.
yeah. If you have your graphics card set to a 30 hertz refresh rate, everything's gonna lag. Forget the gun, like just your mouse and will
Yeah, this
will
isn't a
lag.
gun issue. This is a general performance issue.
Yeah.
So
All right, Raymond, we're going a little long. So, any final thoughts after seeing the stream and seeing both guns' performance?
Well, I don't have a Sinden to test myself yet, so yeah, it's good to see the comparison. For anyone who wanted one of the Super Jolts, well, unfortunately, I bought out the entire supply. Whoever got one, and the last maybe 3 are in my house. So it's a collector's item now. It's a one of a kind. Yeah, I'll have gun cons ready maybe another month or so, because I'm gonna be very busy moving into my new place too. And yeah, thank you.
And you have a pink real Namco gun coming for me too, right?
Correct. I have a pink one. I'm testing out the painting and everything for you. If not, I have 2 other spares. I bought 3 just in case. So
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
got.
want to see those when they come in. B. Yeah,
You saw it. You saw the black one already, but
yeah, but I gotta see the pink one.
yeah.
I got a pink gun just for you that's coming too. Yeah, pink is your favorite color. I guess he's gonna be playing with that one. But does the recoil gonna do the same thing where you hold it and it's gonna like do the same thing? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's just a solenoid, and the recoil circuit is what does that. Actually, it's not the gun itself.
Yeah,
it's
the Jolt gun didn't have full auto on the old PlayStation days either.
Oh, really?
It did actually.
It
did.
That's what these modes were. So like,
I thought those would be
okay.
normal gun con modes. I thought that's what
That's the first slide. The second slide is what controlled single shot or auto shot. So in B's case, because we don't have PlayStation anymore, right? If you were to flip the first switch, the furthest one away from that switch, it'll turn off recoil. That's for quiet time.
I got it. So this is
the second switch does nothing because there's 4 positions and I don't have 4 modes.
All right, that makes sense. I was wondering if because I didn't even see the light on here, so I didn't even know if the LED was.
I didn't splice that in. There's no point to it really. It's just a lot more work for.
So I was saying let's put a Gun4IR into a buck hunter gun. You could, right?
Actually, show me the nozzle on that one, the top.
It already
is
has
it the same?
it already has a Sinden camera inside of it. So.
Oh, that'll fit. Yeah, that'll fit.
Yeah. So this is actually larger nozzle than the regular big buck hunter gun because of the Sinden camera that's inside of it.
Yeah, that'll fit.
Stringer Films just sent a super chat. He getting under the wire. He's asking if we can still send Jolts for modding. And
if you pay for it, yes.
Yeah, if you guys have Jolts, he will mod. He was saying that he doesn't have any more Jolts. So
yeah, basically, I'm getting gouged so much by the eBay guy because he's the owner of Jolt. He's the owner of Innovation, so he controls the only supply. Once he's up to 250, nothing I can do. There's no point anymore. So if you got your own Jolt from Europe or from wherever, that's great. You can send it to me. No red ones, right? I'll tell you that. Don't buy a red Jolt because the plastic die is different. And it's really brittle. I got one of my customers sent me one, and it was cracked out of the box. So
wow,
yeah, don't buy. It's just red dye in general. For some reason, it has an effect on plastics.
It messes with the plastic over time. Yeah. So
all right, thanks for the super chat, Stringer Films. Appreciate that. All right, Brad, do you have any final thoughts before I kind of close out the stream?
I just want to thank you and Mrs. Kong for the invite and for showing off the Sindens. Like I said, I canceled mine. I will never be able to do this side by side. And a little part of me, while I'm happy to cancel, a little part of me was like, I never got the Sinden. I never got to try them. And thank you for doing the side by side because now I feel like I'm not missing anything.
That's the Gun4IR.
That's what you want. That's right there.
That's the one. Well,
and the gun.
Do your pose with both of them. So yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys all for joining and sticking with us. So Mrs. Kongzarus has been a great sport testing out both of them. My final thoughts on both guns, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth review, but for those that have been sticking around, I spent the better part of the last 3-4 hours making sure I had MAME set up with the bezels, with my I didn't get Model 2 setup because I know I need a Demel shooter. I like getting this. The nice thing about the Sinden setup is that there's a lot of resources already, so you can just download the artwork pack. It looks really nice on screen. I thought it would have been great to just have the borders work by stock, but you can see that I had issues performance-wise once it was going. Like setup wasn't terribly hard, like as people were saying, but with the Gun4IR, I literally spent 15 minutes before the stream asking Brad, can I plug both of these in? Because I was more worried about Sinden working than Gun4IR registering immediately, which it did, and I just had to map the default buttons.
Without even recalibrating. Yeah.
And it was working. I mean, you still have to map your mouse buttons like you would for any emulator, but the performance-wise, I had the LED set up on my monitor yesterday when I did my live stream with Kyo Daikin, and I did nothing else. I didn't use the GUI, and the performance-wise, you could see how much smoother, like without any light distractions. It wasn't distracted by the white border on there. We had to have both on there for them working, but just pure performance wise, like Gun4IR technology outperformed the Sinden on every single emulator that we tested, unless I'm doing something really crazy wrong. Like I'd love for someone who's really experienced with Sinden to.
And that's true. There are people in the chat who are Sinden users, and I'm sure that they aren't having. Corey, he's saying he doesn't have these kind of issues, and you might not. But this is looking from somebody who just got them, new user out of the box, and if you're having trouble, you're having trouble.
Yeah, and I feel like and again, these issues weren't happening for me consistently when I was on my 27-inch monitor. Oh, you know what? That might be the other thing too. You know what? I'm such an idiot in the Sinden software. I think you have to set the monitor size.
There's a monitor size. I didn't even know that.
Oh my
Really?
goodness. You know what? I think I'm such an idiot. Because I was playing on my 27-inch on my light gun on
And you
my
didn't have these
thing,
issues.
and I didn't have issues. But look, if you go to, I think it's border.
Austin, yes, 350 is worth it for X-Men versus Street Fighter. Totally.
Yeah,
Yes, do
so
that.
in the cursor offset, you have to calculate your TV height for diagonal size, and I had it set to 27 inches.
Oh.
I wonder.
We have to do another live stream.
We have to do We have to do a whole new live stream now because we didn't.
All right.
We didn't
Can you
get
do
to
one
do
more
fair
game
test.
just to do a fair test? Let's do one more game.
All right, calculate TV height base settings. So TV height. So this might be a little bit better for alignment now, right?
I'm getting another beer.
You're getting another beer. She's like,
Wait.
"No."
I'm gonna get an ice cube too. That's not fair. I want to.
All right, let me go back to Point Blank then.
Yeah,
that
I was saying
was-
which you and oh, you know what? While you're at it, do a calibration on Gun4IR. Yeah, everyone's getting a beer. Just do 4 clicks in the Gun4IR GUI.
I don't even have the GUI set up. Do I have to download it? Like, where do I go to get it?
Oh, you don't have it on this computer?
No, I haven't done anything with it. I just literally plugged it in.
Yeah. The GUI, you do download it, but JB should have sent you a license for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. We made sure
He
you
would have
had it.
emailed you.
You know what? Screw it. No calibration.
It hasn't been
Gun4IR
yeah, and
versus
it
versus
hasn't been-
Sinden calibrated and
Yeah.
then
Calibrated,
settings and
calculated,
Hey.
no calibration,
All
Gun4IR,
right.
it'll
Jesus.
still beat it.
it should be plug and play.
All
Honestly.
right, let's go. Point Blank 2. We're gonna do Point Blank 2.
Round 4.
Round 4, just to double check.
By the way, we should do this once a week just for drinking purposes.
All right, we're gonna get this over here. All right, so I recalibrated this.
Oh,
This
Point
red-
Blank 2.
This
I-
red,
I-
yeah, this red one is the Gun4IR, and
Red is blue and blue is
red
red.
is blue. And then here's the blue one that this is my main bezel, right, without
J-
the big border.
Oh,
And you see the blue one kind of jumping with the stock one. But let me-
kinda, yeah.
Let me turn on the main bezel and see. All right, now it's smoother.
Oh, a lot smoother. Okay.
But now it's actually working though. But
Corey, you can sell your Sindens for about 500 each on eBay. By the way, you know that's just the market right now.
all right,
Nice.
but my offset on my like Sinden one is like really off though. Like I don't know if I need to do that. So like look, I'm holding both guns like side by side.
Oh, you have a double border again. Double border.
Yeah, but I have to because I don't. Maybe.
Turn off. Yeah, that should do it. That's fair.
Yeah, but like that, this doesn't work as well still.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. All right, let me try it. It's off though. Like my cursor is off to the right and to the. Maybe I have to do some alignment. It's doing the same thing where like maybe
It's
there's a calibration setting. I'm pointing to the bottom left, and that's where the mouse cursor is at.
That's
I-
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
not good. Oh, that's the 4:3 ratio plus a calibration issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Alright,
4:3 that's screwing it up.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
This one. Let's
it's
throw
probably
in
gonna have to
some
sit in the
coins.
Sinden software for a little while to calculate on this screen.
All right, coin 1 is 5, 6, and 1, 2. All right, so here we go. Let's drop in some coins.
Corey, if Corey B 1980, if you send me a message, I will work with you to try to get you. I won't be able to get you a Jolt, but I can get you a Gun4IR, maybe the stick or maybe the vibrator or the shake weight. But I'll get you something. Don't worry about it.
I just heard vibrator.
Chris Nye is saying we
Alright.
should do a fight cade with guns
Alright.
only.
Go. You're on the
Okay,
you're on the
hang
right side.
I'm
You're on the right
red.
side.
Can we do
My
that?
cursor again. Ooh,
We're all over the place.
what? So many cables.
Like from a technical standpoint.
I mean, maybe.
I'm blue. I'm player 1 with the Sinden. So, but it's
Well, it's not.
wo-
It's not jumping around.
It's not jumping around as much, but my accuracy is way off. I'm pointing at the bottom left of the screen right now, and that's where it's at.
Oh, so you're back to the old-fashioned. Let's just push the crosshair around.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
Oh.
but it's smoother. But
Meanwhile,
what
Deadeye
happened
over there.
what happened to my accuracy though? Like, did I have to adjust the settings in the Sinden bit? Like, I changed the height, but like, it's really off right now.
It wasn't even that off the first time you played MAME. It just got really off in Teknoparrot, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, did I do
But
something
now it's-
like?
Now it's off in
Ah.
MAME
Whatever
too.
you did, I'm winning.
Yeah, whatever you're
cares?
doing. All right, I'm just gonna look at the cursor and then see how this goes. But I just want it to be smooth. I want it to work. I don't know if there's any like, I need a Sinden. Oh, it went back down. Something I did made it.
Yeah.
What am I getting to?
Oh, we're playing
Oh,
memory.
matching. Aw, I wasn't paying
Oh,
attention.
but like I can't get it to stay not jittery. That's all I want. It's like not for it to like to jitter. But even then, like my accuracy is way off. All right, you know, it's unplayable. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't. Like for light gun accuracy, this is really bad.
So not to say that this is how it performs, but it definitely needs more tweaking in the software and more setup
Yeah.
than has been done. So,
But like,
we've done a lot.
Am I
So
being
that
stupid,
says
Brad?
something.
Am I like?
No.
I
No,
feel
no,
like I'm
it's-
not that.
No, I'm sure that if we sat in the Sinden software and looked at the settings, we'd find
In the GUI and stuff.
something for the aspect ratio or
Yeah.
with the border settings. But
Oh yeah, you're completely off.
I'm using the stock. Like this is the I changed the border frame to like this one. There is a different version of the border. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. Let me try one last thing.
don't they have the
Yeah.
thicker borders, brighter borders?
There's a 4:3 border for sure. that I
Oh,
can use.
Wall Machine. Yeah, 144 hertz is more than overkill, but your game will
Oh,
cap you out at
wow,
60.
yes.
Can you point
So yeah, only like super modern games is going to do like 140 and above. But
yeah, there's no upscaling for refresh.
there's no
rate.
frame. Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be, but it would be pointless. The game would run too fast, basically.
Yeah, like when your V6 settings are messed up in Aliens. So
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try using.
I just want to say, I mean, it shouldn't take this much work to get a simple.
that's what I'm saying.
product
I'm not saying that there
Yeah.
aren't settings still to be done that could fix everything, but you shouldn't have to hunt for them like this. And guys,
I'm on the
everyone
hunt.
in the chat here, they know that Bkong is not an amateur.
Yeah,
so
like
this should-
it,
If we're struggling, you're going to struggle. So
I don't know. Like, maybe I am just a noob and I've been faking it this whole time.
like even
Fake it
Retro
till
Ralph
you
had
make
issues
it.
with this. So
So,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
this version of the border. It's like a 4:3 kind of like screen border. So let's try using
Okay.
what
this.
was this?
retro border.
This was like the stock border that came with it that I changed to run Teknoparrot. So let me see if this fixes the accuracy at all. So you have to pick the right bezel for the right game to get the most accuracy off of it. All right, here we go. I got this bezel. All right, and I'm still way off. Like, god damn it! Like, I'm like look, I'm jittery and like bottom corner right now. And this is where did I go? Did I go off screen?
You're off screen all
Completely
the
off
all.
screen. This is
Oh,
very smooth.
Micatech, if you could 3D print the shell, it's easy. The solenoid and the metal slide is the hard part, but you can use the time crisis one basically. None of you have inserted coins, by the way. Like neither of you have put in money.
How do I put in money?
What's that?
Should be
Oh,
five
I'm
and
just-
5 key and 6 key.
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
Yeah.
just trying to get his crosshair to respond.
Yeah, I don't want her to play me while I have like jittery hard crosshairs. All right, there we go. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
I'm
Here
in.
we go. Jittery crosshairs. Let's shoot this car that's coming at us. But my accuracy is really off. You can see the things there, but like again, bottom corner, bottom left corner. That's where I'm at right now.
That's
That's-
with the blue cursor. Yeah, yeah,
Blue
that's
cursor. I'm shooting at the bottom.
It's like a
left corner of
4-inch
the-
offset.
Yeah,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
really bad. It's really bad.
Like- dude. Go get like an aim track. It'd be better.
and I'm shooting in one place, and look how
Where? What? It's all over the place.
I didn't move my hand at all, and like
Oh my god! I swear somebody's gonna watch this stream like later and think that this was a total like hit job on Sinden. Like we did this
Yeah.
on purpose.
I did it. I wanted this to work. It worked earlier. I was like Team Sinden up until like I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that, Raymond, but like I
Oh,
spent,
that,
I spent 4 hours trying to set up this dang gun before this.
how much time did you spend setting up my gun?
15 minutes. Like right when Brad cause like when Brad joined the stream, I was like, Brad, like this is my first time plugging in.
And he had just plugged it in. Yeah.
I like plugged it in for the first time because I was like, I figured it would be easier. Because I knew it would be easier. But I was
Alright,
like, I wanted to say all the nice things about the Sinden bezel packs were awesome. The instructions to drop, plug and play. Like I could play Virtual Cop pretty easily. But,
To be fair, oh by the way, guys, B did not get a single penny discount on the gun, so I'm not buying like reviews or anything. I charged him full freaking price.
He did.
What?
Oops.
唔緊要啊，佢靚仔嘅，得嘅。你老嗰個靚又靚仔。 jokes.
I don't understand what's happening here, but
哦，唔緊要啊！你老公有靚仔、有錢、有名嘅，呢個冇乜所謂嘅，俾少少
My
錢我嘅。
goodness.
我都啱啱結咗婚嘅，我都需要錢啊。If you speak Cantonese, this is hilarious. But yeah, I did not. I actually charged Retro Ralph, B, and Brad full 100% cost at the
I think
time.
you charged me more than cost, actually. So
No, I mean my actual selling price, but now it's increased,
full
by the way.
retail. Yeah.
Full retail, zero discount. Actually, Brad got the first one I ever made, so he has a special edition.
I challenged you
Yeah,
to make these work.
he has a gunmetal gray one with a silver artwork. Yeah, his is one of a kind. I never got another one of these.
Yeah, actually, one of the guys in the chat, they also had the black and gray they got off eBay. So
yeah, there's one I got from a client today in the Nintendo gray. This is a little bit different.
Oh, that looks like the original GunCon.
Yeah, this is the same gen as yours. The trigger's a little bit lighter, but I haven't seen this one in a while.
Right, and these older ones, like what Raymond's got there, or this black and gray, these are the older generations. They have a way heavier recoil solenoid in them. There's a lot more weight to them. The newer ones, it's a lighter, so the full auto goes faster a little on the newer ones. But their single shot are like super like wimpy compared to the originals. These ones really slam back.
Yeah, that's adjustable in the setting, but yeah, that's called the Jolt. It wasn't even Super Jolt at that time. That's Jolt.
Just Jolt.
Yeah. So you have literally the first one I ever made by hand.
Woohoo!
all right. We've been going for a long time. Thank you guys for sticking in. I was trying to do like one last test to see if I can do my virtual cop, which I had working really, really well, but I can't get it working right now for some reason.
That's what live streams are for. They're for things not to work all of a sudden. I've been there.
I mean, like, yeah, I was like, what if I show off like the game that I was having a lot of fun with? Oh, House of the Dead. I was having a lot of fun playing House of the Dead on Model 2 with the Sinden because I got the bezel pack to work really well. But I think Model 2 was like killing my stream or killing the card as well. But anyways,
the capture card.
Thank you guys so much for joining and checking out the stream. Mrs. Kongzares, did you have a good time? Third beer.
She had beer.
If I bring her some beer, have some entertainment, let us know if you have any other kind of requests happening. I saw this chat in here that thought it was really funny that if Kong can't get it working, there's no way I'll get it working. I just want to say, don't take my experience as like a hard.
It happens to everyone.
Not every time.
I couldn't get it working. I tried for hours. Didn't take any. But anyways, like I appreciate both of you guys kind of walking through and being in my back corner. Raymond, I know this is like it's plugging for you, but it's just really a testament to the product that you put together, because I literally did 15 minutes of work and calibration on every single game that we were playing. It felt,
You didn't calibrate.
I didn't
on
calibrate it.
Yeah, on the Sinden, he was doing all this calibration.
Had I not known that a fellow Kanto made this, I'd be like, yeah, this good.
I'm not Kanto, but yeah, I speak it, but my Cantonese learned. Yeah, so yeah, I'm actually Southeast Asian like me, but yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining, Raymond. Check out Ray's RPEG Electronics. The link to his YouTube channel and how to get in touch with him is there, as well as Brad D. I know you rebranded yourself, but you're still the hashtag Gun King in my book. So appreciate both of you guys for joining. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for joining our stream. We'll see you guys next time on the next level. We'll see. Let's do our little outro where we say, let's take it to
the next level.
We gotta practice that. That was really bad, right? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.